Hello, this is Zedis. Welcome back to another Mario Maker 2 video, clearing more Uncleared 2019 levels. I have 6 levels that I cleared for you here today, and a 7th one that I am not gonna clear. You'll see it when we get, I think it's the 3rd level that I include. This first one, Buzzy's Revenge, was the last one I recorded for the previous video, but it was a little long, so this one, yeah, I don't cotton to no Kaizo blocks. I don't know, it's cheap, but it's such a cheap way to kill somebody. It's so lame. And yeah, I did hit it like 3 or 4 times because I would forget about it when I got far into the level. This one took me a lot longer than the actual video is gonna last. I die in a lot of stupid ways. It's a little spammy up front. Well, I guess all the way through. There's dry bones everywhere, and I especially get impatient at this part coming up, where there's a bunch of dry bones and thwomps, and you had to sit there and slowly dispatch of each one of them by smashing them with thwomps. And then if you knocked one down, it would pop up at the last minute and kill ya. Yeah, I don't know, just kind of annoying. I suppose you could spin jump over the top of the thwomps, but the spikes above it make it difficult. That was a good run. So it was hard to get that. And then that's kind of a blind kill. Yeah, this level is just, it's kind of just nasty. I actually have no idea how long it is naturally because I end up cheesing it. We'll show the intended path that I give up on once, but so we get past this stuff, we get a vine to the top, and it tells me to go to the right, to the left, and I'm like, well, why can't I go to the right? I can jump off this block right here, but I can't because the Kaizo blocks me. Now we'll try the left. We'll see what's going on here. I'm still thinking already that I can still get over those munchers. We'll try that in a minute. I'm gonna see what's on the left here, and I get killed by another Kaizo block. Yeah, invisible blocks, everyone's favorite item in the game. There are uses for them, but I don't know. You definitely miss them if they took them out of the game, if they made Mario Maker 3. Anyway, let's, I can get up on top of this block, and he doesn't block me any longer. So, it does say something in the description about using a Buzzy to, I think it's even called something about a Buzzy. Here again, it gets a little spammy, and I misjudge that jump and get killed by the Buzzy itself. So let's try that again. We'll be a little more careful. Like I said, it gets a little spammy here, but yeah, that's all it is you go down here, you kill that guy, get a key, and that's it. I kind of wonder if he had made that free guy place a soft lock. He probably did. All I'd have to do is put an invisible block over that cloud. Yeah, crappy level. Don't regret booing that one. Yeah, I like this comment. This guy beat me to it. I didn't leave one myself. I thought this was a nice level. There's no reason to think that. No levels are nice, right? Play Mario Maker. It's all about being a dick. Level 2 is, I referred to this last week. I started playing this one, I got pretty far in it, and then I didn't have a lot of time, so I looked at the upload time and it was like 7 minutes. This is a puzzle level in the dark. It takes a lot of... It really didn't take me that many lives. I bet you it didn't take me more than 10 lives total. But you kind of have to get the lay of the land, and it's easy to soft lock yourself, or if you make a mistake, you can completely block yourself off from progress. Anyway, screw that spring. I'll never use that. There's a couple of options in this. By the way, this is just going to be the one full run of this level. It's not worth. It's too long to watch me experiment with it. At this point, I had already been through pretty much the whole level. I messed up at the very end, so I knew exactly what I had to do. And yeah, it's easy. You have to ride these elevators up and down, and it's very easy to miss. This first elevator on the very far left of the stage, if you fall down to the bottom of that pit, you're basically done. You can't even jump up. Yeah, there are 5 red coins, and you know, I had to seek them out. Oh, and here's one of the really bad things about this level. It's a clear condition level where you have to get 3 10 coins to continue. One thing though is there are several times where you have to throw a POW to kill munchers, and if those 10s are on the screen, and you can't even see them, they despawn. They fall. If you throw a POW by a coin, except for a pink coin or a red coin, they will fall and fade. So yeah, it took me a while to figure out like where these 10 coins. I did use the level viewer on this one. It was just maybe a little too complex. Not a lot. I didn't like super. This was a pain. If I dropped into that bowl with the POW, it kind of knocked the POW out of my hands because you can't carry anything. Yeah, see that spot right there? You have to actually jump and throw that POW, or else you despawn the 10 coin that's below. It can't be on screen. That's the rule. But yeah, you might not even know. You might throw that POW. You might not even know. Originally, I was throwing that POW, and I didn't even realize that I was losing the 10 coins. When I looked at the level viewer, I realized what was happening. Here's some wonderful bomb excavation that takes way too long. Give me maybe a couple of blocks to blow up. You don't need any more than that. I think I have to throw like 6 or 7 bombs here. Yeah, you can actually cheese this level a lot if you keep on to the shelmet and the dry bowl. If you hang on to those, it's actually very easy to live. But you have to be very careful because, you know, the dry bowl, when you're bouncing around in it, makes it hard to enter one tile gap hallways and things like that, and so you have to be really careful. Sometimes you want to pop out of that sucker and be holding it instead of being in it, and you'll see this right now. I'm missing 1 red coin. Where did I miss that one? Is there up here? Yep. I forgot that one. Now I have my key. So we're entering the second part of the level, which if you enter this, past this one way, you're done. Just another elevator. I'm gonna wait for it to go down. I did actually get on that once. It goes all the way to the top. It crushes you. There's also a one-up there too. If you're in the dry bowl shell at this part, you can't get off of this elevator. If you have the on-off in a certain state, this room is free. Otherwise, you kind of fall down, and there's a blind fall, and everything's blind, obviously, because it's dark. I'll tell you, man, I pretty much have one dark level per episode, because those are the ones that people never wanted to clear. So we're gonna pop out of the dry bowl shell and drop it, so we can go up here and kick this shell, which activates an on-off, you know, on and off, on and off. But if you have the dry bowl shell here, you're safe. If you don't have the dry bowl shell, you have to time this, which I actually did try that once, and it didn't work very well. Yeah, timing those jumps is not much fun, but if you have the dry bowl shell, you fall down on the spikes, you're safe. So yeah, that's all it is. His upload time was actually 7 minutes, so I beat it by about 2 minutes. Yeah, screw that level. It's it was kind of fun at first, but it's just too long. Just too much, and obviously when in the dark it's too blind Take out the dark, you have a halfway decent level, I think. This is the level, third level is the level I can't clear. This is freaking insane. I am not good at precision. I'm doubly not good at low grav precision. This is basically a really long, low grav piranha precision level. And you have to go. You can't sit here waiting. You die instantly to a boo if you don't move, which is annoying. I don't think I booed this level. I don't think I was in it long enough to boo it, but yeah. I tried this first jump dozens of times. I think I only ever made it once. And I do believe you have to go one way or the other, and then you have to come back around, because it's also a clear condition level. You have to, well, I think you have to only get 150 coins, so maybe it's, that's at the end. Yeah, I don't know. I looked at the level viewer, and it's like, first of all, it's like a 96 second, this is as far as I ever got in this level, by the way. Yeah, it's 96 seconds is the upload time. And I looked at the level viewer, and it was just crazy long. So I'm like, no, I couldn't even get past that first jump. Okay, so on to the fourth level, Ultra Pro 7th class. This is yet another dark level, and this seems like a really fun idea. You jump from one claw to a random second claw in the dark where you can't see anything. There's no light whatsoever except for the little around you. So this first part I basically had to just keep trying until I kind of knew where the claws were. There's, I don't know, 5 or 6 claws. And it's hard to remember. So I died several times here. This one I actually had tons of tries. I think it's over 150. It's like 160 when I finish it, I think. And it didn't honestly take me that long. I think the rough video is only like 9 minutes. After that, you get to an upside down claw part, which, I mean, yeah, if you don't like the upside down, that sucks, but holy crap. Way better. At least I can see where I'm going. Yeah, it's just hard to get the right angle and speed that you have to jump off of. We're not gonna watch that dark part anymore. Once I got it down, the upside down part is a little bit longer, but at least I can see, so it's not too bad. I made a whole series of claw speed runs where you have to kill things in the claws or get coins in the claws. I kept wanting to make an upside down one, but everyone always freaks out about upside down levels, so I just didn't. I do have an upside down Super Mario Brothers 2 speedrun, which not very many people like, but it's pretty cool. Yeah, I always want to make upside down levels, but people hate them so much. I almost die there. Yeah, I think I probably only got to the upside down part like maybe 3 or 4 times before I beat it. It wasn't that. There are some difficult jumps. You have to time that fire bar part. That part with the down ground pound. Then at the very last part, you get some dark precision with the clown car, which wonderful. I just go slow, and luckily it gives me room to jump on the bottom. That's all I do. You probably could go up and get the top of the flagpole, but it's not necessary. Like I said, I was just testing out, make sure I could get the bottom. That's all I want. I don't need anything else. There we go. That one's off the boards. Yeah, that wasn't a particularly good level. Yeah, well, 1 out of 205. Yeah, it's even worse than I thought. Crap. Where are we? 4? 5 if you count the one I didn't clear. Yeah, this is pretty standard 3D World castle level. I tend to get these at least once in episode 2. I don't know. You know, 3D World is, you find a lot of garbage in 3D World. This one, he gives you a builder suit, and then he just makes you kind of randomly jump on some bonsais, and fine, whatever. It's not that hard, but I don't even know why you give me a power up. Just let me bounce on some bonsais. You can't, I don't think you can make it through there without taking damage. This, I assume this is another, you know, it's a blind jump, blind drop. There's actually land under this portion, but, you know, you can't tell. There's a bunch of fish. Just take damage again, blah, blah, blah. Go across here. We got a blarg. Easy to avoid. Just keep moving. And we got some random platforms in the air. We're jumping up. This is, yeah, this is pretty much hot garbage. I always take a box with me because I want to cheese it. I want to use a pretty badass box drop to get past, skip some of the level. It doesn't turn out very useful though. Yeah, we got two blargs. You always know it's a good level. And clear condition kill one Meowser, of course. You know what? It wasn't the worst level ever, and it's not really. But I get it here, and I'm like, okay, I'll take the fire flower because I have to kill a Meowser. You don't want to kill a Meowser with anything else. It drops me into this room where I can't go back, and it turns out that one of these dry bones has a key. And guess what? I picked the only weapon that you can't actually kill dry bones with. So this is pretty much a pick path. I picked the fire flower path, and it was incorrect, so I die. Either of the other items would have worked. The cat suit or the builder suit would have worked because I can kill them. I was hoping there was a hidden block up in the right-hand corner with a key in it, but no, it's definitely one of those enemies. So now I'm taking the cat suit because I can rip right through these guys with the cat suit. Get to the next room. Oh, we have some magic Koopas. Also has a key. See the Meowser shooting me from down below. Then he drops me into a boss fight with a Boom Boom, which Boom Boom in 3D World is just terrible. But you're close enough to the Meowser where you trigger him. So now I have a Meowser on my ass and a Boom Boom. So, and a big Meowser and a big Boom Boom, so I get wasted. If you stick to a certain portion of this room, the Meowser doesn't get triggered, although you did see his fire come in. So I just stay to this right side of the room, kill the Boom Boom, get out of there quick. Problem with Boom Boom in 3D World is he goes into that invincible state. So it takes a while to kill him no matter what. Killing Meowser with some pows, easy enough. I still have my cat suit, so he could have hit me a couple of times. That's why I took the fire flower, because I assumed I was going to have to fight Meowser. And you don't want to fight Meowser with a cat suit or a hammer suit. That's not with a big Meowser especially. That takes a lot of hits, and those weapons are not strong enough. You have to get too close to him basically. Where with the fire flower you can keep your distance. That's all it is. It wasn't a super hard level. It's just if you don't, I died a few times, and there were a lot of X's in that Boom Boom room because you would trigger Meowser, and then you'd be screwed because you're basically trapped in the corner trying to fight off two bosses. Meowser's almost as big as the entire room. But I finished it as probably only an expert level. Losing track here, level 5 that I actually clear. This is another Japanese level. Is this another dark level? I can't remember. Oh no, this is underground. This is an interesting level. It's also pretty hot garbagey. And I do cheese it. I say basically it's just like that other one. Is I see which way he wants me to go, but it's a pain in the ass, so I end up just doing it my own way. It takes me a little while to figure it out, though. I do this just because I know I can, and it's kind of fun. A couple of Meowsers shooting fire at you in a big block of thwomps. Yeah, you can climb that thwomp tower at the beginning, the blind thwomp tower that falls on you. So go down here, we'll jump, and I noticed at the last second there was pipes in those setups, and a boo ring actually pops out of it, and I landed right on it. You can't do much. I'm surprised the hitbox actually works that early on, but it did kill me. So here's the end. I have a spiky shellmet. I can kind of break through there, but it's a little tall. Meowser from way over yonder is shooting me, which really annoys me because he's pretty far away. If you have a spiky shellmet or even a normal shellmet and duck, you can usually block Bowser's fire, but came at a weird angle on that last one. So I didn't notice this before, but there is a pipe on the first one too. The first skewer setup. You get in this room, you have a bunch of thwomps that are just they trigger boo rings. So I do my best to get around those. We'll see what's over to the left here. We have a whole bunch of boos. What I think they want you to do, I think they just want you to have a shellmet and damage boost through these guys. I think the correct order of operations is to get that shellmet in the main world, come to this, damage boost through here. But I really don't want to lose my shellmet, so I keep attempting to get it. So actually, at this point, I triggered all those thwomps and all those. I go outside. All of those blocks have been activated, and they can't be reactivated. So I'm actually safe at this point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back over here. We'll grab a second spiny shellmet. I try not to wipe it out. I'm gonna boost through these guys and put another one back on. But then I kill the swamp and I realized that I was supposed to jump off of him. I'm like, oh, well, I'm screwed now. Maybe I could maybe do a triple jump, but it's hard with these saws here, so. I'm gonna try to do something, but I kind of wiped out my way. I could reset the room, I guess, at this point. I don't remember what I do. Yeah, I do. I go back out here. Actually, I think I'm gonna try to work from this room, because I'm pretty sure I could get up to where that flag is here. I can actually open it for sure. And I slip off the ice and I fall down the pit. So I want to watch this clear life from the beginning because I just like watching myself jump on these thwomps. So sorry if you didn't want to see that again. It's fun to watch. Yeah, it's a fun trick to do. You're obviously not supposed to ever go this way. I never went the right way. Much rather go over the top of thwomps. I've kind of formulated an idea to get through this part, but I don't execute it as cleanly as I'd like. And in fact, my win time is way over his upload time. Lost the shellmet. We're gonna reset the room. Go back and get the shellmet again. Yeah, it's got a lot of spammy sound effects. This is a garbage level. It's not the worst thing ever, but it's a garbage level. Don't get me wrong. If you kill every boo in this boo ring, it respawns another whole one, so I try to leave one. Trying to break that last brick. You really have to get a good angle at it. It's not easy. But you can break it from down here. If I had been smart, I would have beat this a lot quicker. Then I have to wait for this boo to go around so I don't kill it. There we go, we got it. So now we're just gonna reset it. Wait for the boo ring to start. Now I have a gap open, so all we're gonna do, spin jump off this shell, and then we got up there. That's all it takes. Yeah, I could do that a lot faster if I wanted to. All I need is two of those shells, and I'm good. I think his upload time was like 1:30 or something like that. So, do I look? I look. Yeah. 1:17, so yeah, I spent almost a whole minute longer than I needed to. But if I were quick at that, I could have got that done pretty well. Well, I hold this one way too long. Final level, Thwomp's Wild Ride. This one's actually not too bad. I do boo it. I kind of regret it, but it's like he does a couple of things poorly. A little bit too spammy at times. It's a don't get hit level, take no damage level. You know, it's Thwomp riding. One thing that bothers me is he gives me a mushroom right at the beginning, but even in his description it says it's easier if you don't use the mushroom. But he kind of just drops it on your head, so you have to dodge it. If you're playing this in endless, you would never see that message, and it would be like you might think you need the mushroom. It does make it a little hard. It doesn't make it a lot harder though, I guess, but it gives you a bigger hitbox. I've lost a clear condition at this point. We just wanted to see what was ahead, and I died. That's the end anyway, yeah. So I do take a Shelmet just because it actually does come in handy. Because I think I would have died to a bullet in this final life. Yeah, this one's actually going to be very short. This fire bar section was kind of bothering me just because it was a little blind and there's a lot of it. Get to the second thwomp. Yeah, at the end it gets a little spammy with the cannons. Yeah, I think right here I would have died if I didn't have the shell. There's a couple of times I would have died if I didn't have the Shelmet. But that's all it is. So if you've made it this far, thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you next week.